Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XVI. In the last one, we finished up the part of the main quest where we had to go around the world helping various of our allies. Last time specifically, we helped Lubor and Martha. We also finished up some of our side quests along the way. So we're back at the hideaway now to turn them all in and figure out what we have to do next with Otto. So let's start with turning in the side quests to Karen and Blackthorn.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So for Torgal, we got him the big bones because I guess the small bones from Karen weren't enough to.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh?
Yeah, that.
That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
One, apparently I brought five.
You can, I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Okay, before we go over to Tom's, Blackthorn's right here, so.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
We got the special whetstone for him for getting the super sharp sword from the people who
A whetstone,
fight with one
Yes.
single slash.
but not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right? I will.
Does that mean we got something new we could possibly craft? Excalibur design. Let's see what that takes.
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be?
Where is it? Oh, it's all the way down here. We need a bomb ember. It is worse than what we already have, so we might have missed our window for actually using this. As far as I know, none of these purple swords can be upgraded. I mean, we could check, but yeah, it doesn't look like there's upgrades available for it. I assume they would be here because it shows all the other upgrades we can do. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of already past that sword.
Fine.
We'd have to go find the bomb mark that I still haven't been able to find.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
But it's probably not worth it unless we just want the sword for aesthetics.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
So, do we have enough quest points now? Ooh, what is this? Slightly increases Torgal's attack potency. I assume I can't equip Torgal with that accessory? Does that go on me or does that go on Torgal? Goes on me. I wish it gave me any clue as to how much slightly is. Like, slightly doesn't sound very good to me. Especially since Torgal's not our main damage dealer. Alright, so we can finally get over to Otto. We'll maybe check the quest points table as well. Does look like we have a reward there as here.
Ah, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
And then we got to get to 850 to unlock more stuff. But again, it's really weird when you actually like get to 850. You don't actually unlock a new reward, you just unlock the ability to see how much you need for the next rewards, which is not at 850, it's like later on. So we probably will want to get to like 900, 950 before we even bother coming back.
Here you are.
And then High Clerk's Medallion, or Clerics, probably increases how much we heal, because we've had a few of these. Healing potency of, oh, it's only high potions. Was the other one just regular potions? Potions. I don't know if that means all potions or just regular potions, right? It's obviously the one we just got. Like, this would just be better than the one we just got if this did all potions, right? But, I mean, I'm probably not going to use it anyways, so no big deal. Alright, Otto, what's up?
Was wondering when you turn up.
Hey.
Bellows from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua! Clive! It's Gav! There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
That was a lot of blood, by the way.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive!
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
But does that mean Jill's not coming? Wouldn't it be way better for us to bring, like, everyone? Okay, so I did see that that side quest is now unlocked, so we could go to Martha and Isabel and deliver those star rubies. Let's see if they'll let us go there. I mean, it says they're unlocked, but sometimes they don't let you go everywhere. So let's first see if we can actually even go everywhere. We cannot. So telling us it was unlocked was completely pointless, because we only can go to one place. What's the other? I guess the other quest here is also the payback quest, but we can't even do it. So guess we gotta go here. Hmm. Oh, Jill is here. Wait, I get that we have like a chocobo that we can ride, but you'd think that they would just be riding them already, right?
Out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry.
There's no reason to be so
Was a fine
harsh.
Scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Would I name my dog Torgal? Probably not, no. I mean, I do really want a dog. I don't have a dog. I do really want a dog. I just can't have one where I'm at right now. But I mean, I'm not like super attached to... Like, Torgal's cool, but... There's nothing that has convinced me that Torgal is the name for my dog yet. But I also wouldn't call my dog Yoshi.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Wait, does everyone have a chocobo? Yeah. Because Ambrosia came with like a pack of chocobos, technically. We go right.
To cross the ravine.
Assuming they would allow it, the echoes have a will of their own.
Well, there's a chest. Guess we have to fight to the death then.
Quiet.
This won't be easy.
Oh, I forgot I was gonna change some abilities. Oh, come on. It's really hard to see if he's doing something that I can interact with all these particle effects on the screen. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. Oh wow, he is almost immediately staggered again. Also, I feel like to name an animal after something, like it has to have some special importance to you, right? Or at least it should. Just randomly being like, yeah, I've played Mario before, I'm gonna call my dog Yoshi. Like, that's not really enough, right? Maybe for some people it's enough. Ooh. Is that an upgrade? I think it's a big deal. I think there's some people who don't think it's a big deal. But I've always put like a lot of value on like finding the names. Even in like games and stuff, whenever you can name characters, I like take time and try and figure out like a name. Usually a unique name that's not based off of something, but sometimes it's based off of something. So this is an upgrade, so we're just gonna take that. I think it's something that's definitely just different for different people. Some people put more value on it than others.
Good girl. Faster.
Oh, do we have to fight some fallen?
Time to fight.
I forgot that you don't just like get off Ambrosia when you attack on her. Oh, come on. I feel like recently the game has gotten so much laggier. It's like almost difficult to play the game now. Pick up all these hunters. Okay. After this fight, I need to remember I was going to change some abilities, but I just keep forgetting to do it. Surprised the bombs are not immune to fire. They explode, right? They not? Okay, let me go over to Bahamut. Cause like satellite's okay. But I kind of really just want Giga Flare. What does it do as you upgrade it? Number of hits inflicted. We're pretty much at the point where we have so many ability points that we should just have, like, anything that we're using should just be fully upgraded. Although, again, mastery, we don't really need to master it because I don't think there's any point to mastering it if you're not going to use it outside of its icon. I think that's okay. What the heck is going... Oh, I didn't equip it, so it just removed it. Because I no longer had the ability, it just made it so I only had one ability on. Okay. There's a side quest coming up.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
That's all there is to that story? Guess we're just running past these guys. A lot of the, like, little fights don't really feel like they matter at all. So it seems like just a waste of time to do them. They're worth, like, so little XP and stuff.
injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Holgo, you catch your breath.
I don't think he's going to be catching his breath.
Thank you.
Oh, maybe he is.
Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track.
I thought he died, so...
They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
Alright, now he's dead.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Well, I guess we'll take a detour and do this side quest. It is just right here.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Do I, like, need to turn down the settings or something? Like, this is bad. How do I get to the settings again? Turn, like, everything to low? It maybe made it better?
Good. We got here in time.
Still pretty laggy. I really don't know what to do. Like, it was okay before, but now it's just terrible. What are we still fighting?
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
I think there's a chest here. Oh, he's just right outside the zone.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor. Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
Thought he said he couldn't move his leg.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it. You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Uh-oh.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
I don't think we need to accept his
When your wounds have
challenge.
healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
You know, maybe keeping him alive was a bad idea. This is how you create, like, a supervillain. Oh well. I wonder if they would have let us kill him. I feel like this isn't really that kind of game where you could just, like, choose to slaughter people or not. So it's kind of interesting that there was even a choice there. I wonder if something else would have happened if we would have actually just killed him.
Faster!
Alright, what do we got coming up? Pretty much just a straight shot. Was there a... I can't see. I thought there was maybe like a chest there, but then I couldn't tell.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Should we check out the shop here? See if he has anything new for us. Probably not, though.
Yeah. Take a look at my wares.
Desert roses. Seems like nothing special, but I'll fill up on potions, I suppose.
Anything else? Of course. Go safely.
She hiding somewhere, or what's going on here? Why don't we just have Joshua, like, be here?
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you?
Wait, I guess he's gonna explain? I'm a little bit confused. Who is this lady? A secret society? Like, obviously she's gotta be hardly older than Joshua. So she probably, like, grew up alongside him after the Phoenix Gate stuff.
Care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion.
That kind of answers a lot of my questions that I had of how Joshua knew to, like, flee the scene and stuff, because these people were protecting him.
Protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei.
Although, again, because I was kind of confused when we were in Dalamil, she, like, saw Clive, but she didn't act like she knew Clive at the time, when she definitely probably would have known what Clive at least looks like, whether or not she'd ever met him before. So she just kind of acted weird. Maybe it was on purpose, like she was trying to avoid Clive, or make sure that Joshua avoided Clive for the time being. So I'm not really sure what the situation there was.
You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua.
So that's one of...
Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Never mind, they'll explain.
On learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Meanwhile, the Agora.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the...
Wait, is this the guy that we did the quest for? Blackthorn's quest for? He looks like the same guy, right? forget what his name was.
Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the council.
This is the guy who picked up
You must
Kupka.
forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
This guy's either gonna
And of
get
course,
super
if
murdered or
compensation
spared.
it requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris.
You talking about Mid?
A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
How did he kill all the people at the table anyways? Like, they weren't even close to him. Alright, well, we'll probably get into the end of this episode here. We'll see what happens next.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
So how did the Undying know about Ultima, though? Joshua said, like, maybe this tapestry that she's about to show? Oh, that same thing that we see in the Fallen Ruins.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
I feel like Joshua's gonna die at some point, for real.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
All right.
She cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Is he done talking? I think that's a good spot to end this episode at. We kind of learned a lot of stuff about how Joshua got out, who Yote was. We didn't really have any idea who she was or why she was helping. And, I mean, stuff's coming together a little bit, but there's still a lot of questions that we don't have the answers to. But next, we gotta go save Gav and Mid. And I think Byron's there, too. Did they say Byron was there as well? I think so. So anyways, that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.